Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to the stream. Wait, it's technically night, and I'm still not very sure if the stream has begun. Okay. I hope somebody's here and I get a sign. All right, let's get going with today's session. Mm, all right, we're good to go. I don't know if I hope the stream has started. Oh, hi Prayash. Also, let me know if you are visible. Can you see your own chat? Can you see your own chat in the stream? Just tried this new thing. I don't know if it works. Maybe I need to keep the size a little bit more. You can see it? That's good. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. So I'll move this around. Oh, God, that. Yeah, no, this is good again. Back here. Did they just go away? It was almost perfect. The chat just came perfectly and then suddenly it vanished. Yeah, now it's perfect again. Basically, this got inside. Leeches is on. The OBS thing is on as well. I guess this is messed up. Whenever I try something new, it does not really work out. Just keeps. I tried making this work, but okay, if this is not gonna work, let it be. Oh, it's annoying. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Now that mm, very annoying. I'm just gonna remove this chat thing. Okay, let it be. We'll do it how we have been doing. Hopefully, by next time I get this running for sure. Okay, so the camera is right, the screen is right, and so since the past few days, basically not few days, since the time I started streaming, which is probably last week, I have lost a terrific amount of rating points. Uh, Mostly on stream, sometimes off stream, and that's because during streaming, it's really hard to gain points. Also a very I was very shocked to see this. And while this was on stream, by the way, guys, you see this, I lost some to somebody that was cheating. And this was that game which we were looking in the stream. And that was an amazing game, by the way. My opponent played so well. I guess it was the one where I lost the 8 points. My opponent played so well, and during the game as well, I was constantly telling this. Oh my god, this is so good. This is so good. Like, this is how chess should be played. So if you remember this game, right? So somewhere here, my plan was this idea of the my knight being exploited, and I told you I want to go c5 here, and instantly they played that pawn move there, which felt like, oh, this is perfect. This is the kind of chess, we should be playing where we anticipate our opponent's plans and all of that. So it felt very, very good in my opinion. And also let me get my chess stream. Hold on for a second. Hi Prayash, hi, how are you? Once again, hi, because no, I could not read you. I thought you would be gone by now. Hello Prayash. Okay, so I just look at this game again. It's in the stream. You can go check it. It is in the last stream itself, I guess. This was definitely the last to last stream. This was last to last stream, the last second stream. And here again, I made a tactical blunder and they spotted it immediately, put more pressure. And I really had no chance in this game because, of course, I was playing against somebody who was much stronger. Basically, it's basically stockfish. So yeah, I was beyond saving in this game. So it is what it is. And but anyways, I'm happy that I got some. I'm kind of happy and sad because somewhere I tend to believe that cheating is no longer relevant in online chess, but here and there you get such games where you feel like, oh, maybe it is still the same. So yeah, to climb back to 2000, one thing is I cannot play 10 plus 5. It's a bit too fast, especially when I'm on stream. And being able to climb back to 2000 uh, is it feels like a big task now. Because on stream, it's really hard to think clearly. Or why not? Why not give it a shot? Okay, done. The goal of the opening is development, and that is precisely what we'll focus on. Okay, fairly simple. The bishop needs some house as well, but now I'll just keep it here and castles. So far, so good. Okay, could I take here? They'll be forced to take back with the pawn, but is that even relevant? I'm not sure. So I'll just push this pawn forward and then get my knight here. Finish development of sorts. Um, guess this is a little risky. So pawn takes is probably right. There could be some ideas on this pawn eventually, with the knight coming to g4. If I could get just one more attacker on this square, it's going to be nice. Okay. Anyways, let's continue developing. Yeah, the most important thing is to not get distracted. It's very easy. It's very easy to get distracted in these positions. Like we keep forgetting that we need to keep developing pieces. Okay, and two squares, and both don't seem the best way to get my rook active. Hello, Danish. Understood, Danish. No worries. I was kind of missing, like, where are you? And sorry for not streaming yesterday. I did not have a choice. I could not reach home on time, so I just let it be. I chose to stay outside, stay at night outside. And now here I have a small, kind of a practical problem. I want to develop my queen, but any square I develop to, they have this knight jump, which is really annoying to get the knight jump. And if I go to d2, maybe they have a fork of some, like, pin. They can pin my knight, but maybe that's the best. Pin my knight, I push pawn, pinning my knight, first move, and then on the second move, knight jumps here. Both are very annoying, and I'm wasting a lot of time. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think this is the best move to play then, because everything I want to do is somehow not possible because of this square. So I will play it. I was very reluctant to play that because it's not a developing move, but I cannot develop my queen properly without it. Okay, interesting. So earlier I wanted to go queen d7, but now that the rook is here, I don't want to stay on that same file. Instead, I would prefer going here and get both my rooks on d file. Okay, is takes relevant in this position? Again, let's not get distracted. I'll get my I'll get this rook here because I still don't know. Or maybe this file might be relevant, so I'll just keep it here. Maybe the b file might be relevant later. So I'll keep it here in case I have to move. Plus, this pawn on a6 is supported by two pieces, which is again a nice thing. Okay. This game is getting a little tweety tooty. I don't know how really should we handle this position. Hmm. I guess I'm gonna put it here for now because I want to somehow mitigate this. Earlier, my plan was to develop both the rooks on d7, but I don't know if I'll be able to make use of it. No, Danish. I'm not sure what my Sunday plan looks like. Are you playing it? I'm very happy with the way I've played the opening, by the way. Pretty much everything is developed. Pretty much, not it's not perfect, but it has developed. I mean, now we will go to the second phase of improving the pieces, but at least this would not be considered beginner chess. Pieces have been brought out. Most importantly, the mark of good chess is that the rooks are developed, and that's been done. Okay, interesting. So now this is an invite to tactics, of course. Knight takes knight, pawn takes, queen takes, and then the knight moves anywhere and it unlocks threats on me. But is this a bluff or am I really missing something? Knight takes knight, pawn takes back, queen takes, knight takes knight. Yeah, knight takes d5. That's definitely the move. Knight takes d5, and yeah, the position just opens up in their favor. Not something that I would prefer. Okay, can we have an intermezzo there? Knight takes knight, pawn takes, and then um that doesn't work either. Okay, the best thing I can do probably is to just play bishop d6 here. Yeah, probably bishop d6 is the best move here. Because now the threat is that I'll take it with the bishop and they need to respond. They can go f4, but I'm not sure about f4. Is that a good move? Is that not a good move? Not so simple. How many people do you have in your team, Danish? Okay. I'm looking at some crazy stuff with knight takes, no, pawn, c takes d4, pawn takes back, knight takes pawn, rook takes, bishop takes knight, pawn takes back, queen takes, rook's attacked. What am I even threatening? There's nothing to threaten. Rook's attacked. Rook goes back. Check. Don't know what do we have here. I don't think we have anything. Got it, Danish. Hmm. So this is a break or make moment, yeah. This is the moment where either it's going to be something or nothing. Very likely. Like this is usually where I fumble. I have a very bad record with the knight on e5 and f4. I pretty much always mess it up. I don't understand the position well. I don't know what to do. F4 is always like, it does something, but then it does nothing. It's like, it's the mix of two things. And I don't know. That's the biggest problem is I don't know what to do. Okay. Um, I'm not sure about the right idea. Like I've said before, I'm not very good with these positions. Hello, I do not get your name. Ghotali Babu. Funny name. What do I call you? Manish. Hello, Manish. Hello, how are you? I'm surprised you have left Norway just to see this stream. I have not been able to follow Norway chess at all. This I have not. Yeah, yeah, I identified you, Manish. I have not seen Norway chess at all this year. Like not at all. Not even one game have I watched of Norway chess. It's a funny position. If someone want to kick this knight, if I get my knight back, pawn takes, bishop takes is what I'm gonna play then. Yeah. Thank you so much, Manish. Okay. I hope this plan is right. Oh, wait. I guess I'm gonna get in trouble. I see some potential sacks here. Knight takes pawn, king takes, queen takes. I hope I have enough pieces to defend here. You're watching Norwich as on the side. Oh, yeah, that's possible, right? I forgot about that. Thanks for doing both, Danish. Very interesting play by my opponent here. I mean, I knew they're not going to give me the victory so easily. And I mean, I mean, even wishing for victory here makes no sense. I'm just worried I'm not falling for weird sacks. The rook's got to move somewhere. I'll place it here for now. Didn't think that too much. Hopefully, that's not bad. And I think ah, that's so sweet, Danish. For this reason, now I feel like coming on the rapid event, the team event. I'll text you if you're coming, so I'll fill you that extra slot, that extra team member slot. Done? I mean, but I'm not a very consistent player. Like I win games, I lose games. So I hope you're okay with that. And the attacks begin to march. Okay. What's their idea here? If I play this pawn move, they'll have to push back. I don't see any other good moves there. Oh, they have a check. They don't have to push back. They have a check. But I think the first thing I can do is trade off the knights. So trade off the bishops. Hopefully that's a good move. I mean, practically makes sense. My bishop was not doing much. The bishop seems to look good. And if they go back, which is what I was hoping for, sort of, can I first push the pawn? Um, what can I do first? Is there a move order problem here? Oh, there's definitely a move order problem. If I go pawn push, they're gonna take knight takes pawn, knight takes back, bishop takes check, and there is a move order problem. Yeah, found it at the right time. But now I don't want any other sort of problems coming up. This is like an infestation, a cockroach infestation. This looks so ugly. So many pieces on the board. Oh my god! Like there's been no exchanges in the position except for a pawn. Very rarely have I come to positions like this by move 20. Like very. Why don't you try to do videos in place of streams? Manish, here's the thing. Okay, I struggle with consistency. I struggle a lot with doing things regularly. So, recording videos, editing videos, uploading videos, I'm very confident that eventually I will stop doing it. But a stream gives me a bit more sense of like, okay, I have to come daily because there are people expecting me. So that forces me to do things, right? So I get to put myself out there, but in a slightly low pressure. I don't have to edit. I don't have to work on the video so much, but I focus on the chess part. That is the deal, Manish. That's how I'm trying to work with. Eventually, yes, maybe I can try other things as well. But we all got to start somewhere, right? Yes, Manish, I will do that. I will do that. Now, once 1020, 1020 streams are out, I will either do that clipping from the live streams and start pushing them out, or I will, you know, uh, sort of ask somebody to help me out with the live streams. Okay. I hope I'm not making a mistake with this one. But the knight's gotta go. The knight can't stay there forever. Yeah, streams are like relatively like I am very spontaneous by nature. So some people will struggle with doing this. That is to talk, you know, without a script, talk without having an exact line of speech and still being able to come up with something informational on every line. So some people struggle with that. Whereas I struggle with doing the entire process and waiting on. Whereas this is something I'm able to do much more comfortably. Like, just C4, yeah, that's what even I'm looking for. Does C4 work here? Because if C4 works here, that would mean I would get a pass pawn, but I'm still not sure should I submit the center to my opponent. I feel my pieces are still bad and I don't want to break the position without improving my pieces. Hmm. Now, how do we develop this knight? Everything is in everything else's way. Okay, I'll just do a small mini plan. Let me see if I can make that work. Do I really have that as an idea? Maybe not. Maybe yes. I'm low on time. Yeah, I'm thinking about F4 here, by the way, to allow the knight to come back, but then even I'll put my knight here. And that will balance each other because I don't see a clear way of developing this knight. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, C4 is a little risky right now. Without developing pieces, I don't want to do that for sure. Okay. Also, where's this knight going? All pieces seem to be Triangle. Most likely this pawn is coming front. Okay, anyways, let's do this. Looks like a fun plan at least. Like, भगाया ही क्यों जो वापस बुलाना था, right? Like, why did you push the knight away? And now my bishop is back. I'm not very proud of this move. Like, I'm somehow, like, also at the same time, I feel like, did I make a good move or not? Okay. Welcome back, sir. How are you doing? And I guess in the next move, I'm just gonna sack this bishop here. Yeah, yeah, f4 knight will come back to the center. Yes, I see that. The d4 knight. Danish. Yeah. So I mean, I'm not very proud of it, as I said, but I need to get my pieces out. I can't sit with this, right? I don't know how I'm maneuvering pieces then. I don't have a clear pawn break as well. And I need to get my queen out of the square where it is. It's not on a very right, it's not on the right square. Maybe I could have waited with f4 for a while and first developed other things. My bad. A c4 directly light square bishop of theirs is going to be very good, no? What do you think about that then? Okay. And now here, I'm thinking of eliminating this here. Or I can leave it there for a while. Hmm. Okay. Maybe we go to a simplification. So, and I need to open something because I need this bishop to get opened up. Or maybe I'll just re-maneuver it again. Yeah, the bishop is not so useful. Yeah, but I mean, the point of F. Okay. And now, no, I'm going to first put my knight here. If they take, we take with the pawn, this pawn, of course. And then the bishop opens up. Okay. So now the tables have turned. We have our knight there, and it's their decision to make. Do they want to give up the bishop? Do they want to give up the knight for it? Or they want to do neither of those? But still, I need to move my queen away from where it is. It's on a very horrible square, and it needs a better square, better house for sure. Okay, they choose not to move. They choose not to, you know, develop. So not trade, at least remove one thing. Huh. Tactically speaking, do I have something? First of all, like as I said, I got to move the queen. There's this weird feeling that I get that it's better for me to put the queen on h7. The logic is eventually I'll be able to create something on the diagonal, but I could be wrong. Also, we have a hole here. We need to be careful of that. All right, I'm going to put my queen here. Let's see if I have some sort of good intuition in this case. Just connecting the queen to the king. I know that it makes no sense in this position, like nothing's really happening, but something might work out. Should change the background to a different color or something else, which is it's not attractive. It's just a placeholder, Manish. Thanks for the feedback, by the way. I will do that. I just wanted the OBS to start. So every stream I try to do something different, try to add a few things. So slowly it's gonna get better. It's hardly been 10 streams, so I can't expect much from it. I did not, I mean, I played horrible chess on my 10th game, so can't expect much from my 10th stream, yeah? What do you think? Does that make sense? Some natural background, for sure, I'll try it. Queen G1? What do you mean? The rook belongs there because if the position opens up, you would need the protection on D5. So I'm not so sure of rook F8 right now. And the pawns hanging on A6, that's the priority. We need to see what needs to be done about that. Yeah, I'm thinking about B5, but I'm also thinking about taking first so that there is a permanent weakness there. What's my plan of B5? How am I ignoring you, Dhruva? This is the first message you sent. Hi, Dhruva, by the way. Did you? Sorry, I did not see the message. Wait. Dhruva, 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 Dhruva. No, Dhruva, there's no message. Oh, sorry. My bad. B5, C4. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, B5, C4, I won't. That's a little risky, I feel like. B5 and then C4, huh? It goes C4. It's a plan, yes. But I think I need to. Okay, I'm confused now. Do I need to try B5, C4? Center's closed, yes. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. We have 10 seconds, so I'm gonna think a little bit. The position might get too locked, yeah. I don't know. So for now, I'm gonna take here. Pawn takes, and at least the bishop's gonna be bad. Yeah, but the position's gonna be too locked. It would have been slightly still better for me. I don't know. Maybe Manish, as I said, B5 could have been good. I'm gonna play B5 now. Like right now, I'll play B5. I mean, now it's after they take, it's necessary to play B5. Also, now I feel and I understand Rook F8 had a very nice logic. I can play Rook F8 very comfortably now because that pawn on D5 is no longer a problem. Rook F8 is like you're constantly saying you can't take knight takes knight because I can take pawn takes pawn and okay, maybe it is something. But yeah, the rook needs to move for sure. That's guaranteed. I need to move the rook. Yeah, towards queen side. Yes, Dhruva. I could not. I mean, I personally am unable to do that. Like, I'm not very good with. I've never been able to successfully create a queen side pressure and then win with that. What has always like? I mean, it's a comfort zone. You could say I should definitely work on it. I've always been very good with taking center first and then trying to do something with it, or Something towards the king rather than something on the queen side. Harder. Minus 1623 or something. I'm still happy with the way the game has gone. No big tactical blunders. Manish, yeah, I'm still playing. What do you mean? Okay. I want to bring my knight here, but that's a tactical problem there. So I'll get one of these rooks need to be developed. So I'll put this rook here, and I'll probably put this rook on f8. Depends on which rook is necessary where. FIDE rating tournaments, classical, no Manish, I've not got time to play classical. I want to play, I will play. I'll play one classical sure in a couple of, maybe this month or next. Dhruva has also asked, Dhruva has said that we should play a game. Rapid, yes, Dhruva. That me and Dhruva are gonna play this month, uh this week. Sorry, this month. Is it good to exchange a pair of rooks here? Maybe it is, but okay, maybe they'll take with the bishop instead and then get their bishop to a different square. So I'm not gonna do that. Why did they bring the knight there though? I don't get it. What was the point of the knight move? Now I have a double threat. Okay, that looks wrong and bad at the same time. Uh, Hope I'm not miscalculating this. Okay, should be right. Knight x pawn, knight x pawn, knight x. I'm losing two rooks there. I have a fork, but I'm losing two rooks. I'm not sure about this. Okay, maybe I'll just take this for now. I'm not sure. My problem is that I'm not sure. At least, okay, we'll get another fork here. Like, I mean, we'll get some more pieces. But they resigned. Okay, good game. That was scary towards the end. Sure, Danish. If I'm playing a tournament, I'll definitely let you know on the stream as well. Okay, this was a good game. And what's the rating? I'm gonna analyze all the games later, not today, because I want to do a rating push. This is at 80 now. Okay, 81. So one more, probably two more games today, and I think yeah, there was as I said in the. I mean, playing for a queenside pressure is a little harder for me. Not done it very often, but yeah, the center thing usually works. Opponents make some mistakes with the king more often than not. Okay, what kind of opening this or the perk? You okay? Okay, something. Develop this knight here. Yeah, thank you. Bishop takes, knight check, and queen trap. Right? No, king can go somewhere else. Let me confirm once more. Let me think again. Bishop takes pawn, king takes knight check. King goes to g8, knight fork. I'll get something. Just for the sake of getting the king in a bad square, I think I can do this. I mean, I could have waited to push the pawn or this pawn maybe. Then I would have some Like here, it's just there is just a mating threat, and I'm thinking, can I trick? Can I wait and push pawn first, or is that a problem? Okay, no, I'll just do this. I'm down a piece. Let's not do dramas here. At least let's get some kind of material equality. Yeah, I mean, checks, captures, and threats. We're never forgetting that. And there we go. He did some kind of checks, captures, and threats on me now. Uh, I'm not sure what to do here. G3 and the rook moves. G3 and the rook moves. Okay, if you can create fake threats, I can create them too. No, I need to be a little more careful here. Queen f3. Uh, Queen f3, and it's good, but I mean, I need to discourage the rook move, right? The rook move should be bad for them. And if I don't do that, it's not going to be useful. So I'm going to play this first. Let's see. I know you saw e5, but e5 does not work. Queen f3, rook moves, e5. They have knight takes pawn. And then when you give a check, the knight will go back and defend. Oh, they fall for it? What? What? Did you? Oh wait, I fell for it. I thought I have something, but there was nothing. I thought I had a mate there. Weird game. Queen check, pawn takes, knight takes. This there is something here. Oh my god! But these kinds of position require clear calculation, and I don't know clear calculation. What do I do? Queen check, pawn push, knight takes pawn, king takes rook. Rook f1, and what they can play queen takes on, and the material is gonna not be very good. Uh, I got a little excited. I shouldn't have got so excited. Not so excited, sure. Uh-huh. Okay, no option. Yeah, they won't play queen takes pawn, of course. I think they're not gonna do that. Yeah, so they see their benefits here. So they have knight check in hand now. They're playing good chess for sure. What if I push the pawn? Yeah, I don't think I can do this. Crazy game. Is it GG for me? I'm doubtful. Ah, there you go. I missed that. Said you can't celebrate too early. Uh, I can't calculate. That's my biggest problem. Knight check, rook takes, bishop takes, knight takes, rook, three pieces and a rook. And here, I don't know. I'm just gonna go back. I clearly don't understand the position at all here. I'll see once the position clears out, I'll start thinking. I can't think at all here. This entire mess, I could not think. I did not have mate. I did not have mate. If I play queen check, this is what I was showing you, right? If I play queen check, they have pawn push. If I do knight takes pawn, they have queen takes rook. King moves up, and then queen takes pawn. That's the problem. Oh wait, what? Wait, what? There was knight takes pawn at the end of it, or what? No, there's check. Does not work. Does not work. Knight takes pawn. Lot of reading. Why? Oh my god, it's an 1834. I never saw that. I forgot seeing my opponent. Rating points. Uh, if you lose, yeah. If is the keyword. Should I take knight takes rook here? I guess I have to, right? Else I just escape. Now what do we have on left on the board? Black has checks, no? Queen takes Queen takes e4 is a check in that position. I will calculate. Oh, they want to trap my knight. And they might be successful in doing it. I'll defend a pawn. They won't let me defend the pawn well. Okay. What was that? But okay, I can prioritize development now at least. Oh wait, they can't take my pawn. Yes, still good, no? Still good. The e pawn is gone, is it? I wish I had a light square bishop. This game would have been GG. Now I guess all I need to do is bring my knight here, right? Just get my knight here. And then free the other knight and yeah, life's good. What else do you want me to do? You want me to take here? Claim this. Do you think it's reasonable? Yeah, is it? Is my knight not getting trapped in any way? Do you think it's okay? But I need to make a choice here. Is there any practical problem? All right, fine. Good. I can trade the bishops out. I guess bishop trading is not a big bad deal. They have the bishop pair. Yeah, I will do that now. Knight d5 is now my next move. I just wanted to Like I mean, all I care about is getting my pieces out. They save the game. Even if I make a mistake, the pieces will help me. Looking for tactics, looking for tactics. I see a tactic. I see a tactic. Yeah, I mean, I am giving him tough competition and playing terrible, by the way, Dhruva. I did some shenanigan in the opening. Did you see in the opening? Did you see the opening? What happened? I mean, I thought I am surviving here, but then this happened. And I played Queen E2 because I thought it checkmate. And they can't take Queen G2, but then I see they can, it's not checkmate. And then it was I just lost total I totally understood. I mean, there was nothing. I could not understand what's happening in the position, and I just played some moves to figure out a clean position. I needed a clean position to start thinking, and they give me a fork, right? That is a fork, right? Free fork. Do I or do I not take that? Will my knight be able to come out later? Like even if it does not come out, what do I care? The bishop is a bishop. I'm a huge bishop. What is this guy doing? Can I land in a check there as well? Yeah, why not? Should I not? Yeah, I should not because the knight will then come out. Wait, wait. Oh, I was about to blunder my rook on d1. Oh my, I have a. Okay, the knight got stuck on my finger. That is on the touchpad. They have no way of developing the knight, so my knight is still safe there. How is the knight gone? You guys underestimate my chess after G. Development. No, what G6 is not a problem. No, G6, I'll just move my knight back. If you go attack my king, I don't know, bro. Very fairly, honestly, in all my rights, I don't deserve to, do anything with this game. I don't understand this game at all. Not an inch. And now I'll bring my knight back, like most likely. I hope that's the right way to go about it. Or like I'm kind of assuming my knight's gone. So how do I play now? That's the approach I'm thinking about. Yes, Manish. Knight e6 is what I'm gonna play next. Something seems to be wrong here. Knight e6. Danish, you didn't have to say that out loud. If I go knight e6, rook d7. I realize something funny. I can even win this with giving up all my pieces. The king pawn ending is also winning. If I push pawn, if I push pawn, yeah, I'm trying knight e. I'm just gonna go knight e6. Chill with knight e6. Oh wow, wow, guys! Do I how quickly should I make this move? I'm gonna click and just click on the end square because I don't want to do a misclick while I'm lifting the rook and going. So there you go. Ashte. Mugit kate. Kate mugito. 3 rating points. Oh my god, I worked all of this for 3 rating points. Let's not disrespect anyone. Technically, uh, we all are garbage to somebody else. Manish, yeah, technically, yes. My parents are from Jharkhand. I have been brought up in Bangalore, Bengaluru. So you like, okay. Your parents are from Jharkhand too? Or are you from Karnataka? Technically, me too. Okay, got it. Uh, now we get a 2023. Yeah, focus, focus. Your grandparents are from UP. No, I'll not get cooked. I used to be 20 something else. I used to be 2100. What is 2023? Next, once if I crack 20, if I crack this, then I will go take target 2100. If I'm right, I'm supposed to just take this pawn, right? Or if I take, I'm supposed to take this pawn. I don't know the theory. I think I'll mess up. Or I'll take first. I don't know. Uh, uh, you were supposed to play d5. Actually, let it be. Let's go into the end game. Show me your end game skills 2023. If he is a good chess player, he should take pawn takes pawn, king queen takes queen, king takes queen, king takes back, and win against me from there. Well, no, he's not a good chess player. That's the conclusion here, folks. And he gets a tempo exactly. Win from there. That's good technique. But he's scared of doing that. What does that say? Here, if I am right, I can take pawn takes pawn as well. But okay, I'm just gonna be a good person and take this way. Yeah, I love my endings. I love my endings. I have two lines to think here. Pawn takes pawn, queen takes, rook takes, knight takes pawn, knight takes pawn. I have knight takes pawn directly as well. From pawn. Okay, fine. Since I was okay with the endgame challenge, let's go to the endgame. Okay. By the way, if I lose this in a hilarious manner, that's gonna be very embarrassing. Because technically I flexed all of this, so let's go to the end game and things. I already consider that an inaccuracy. I kind of consider that an inaccuracy. Kind of. BD6 and BD6. Knight to C4. I don't think BD6 is the best move here. I'll just hold with bishop E7 first. We will play BD6, but we'll have to prepare a little bit. Yeah, saw that. All they can do is forcing moves. Metalheads. I'm gonna be very, very embarrassed if I get endgame humbled by this opponent. But if for some reason my gut says no, I'm gonna play a much better endgame than my opponent here, and he will be the one humbled. No, I don't. I am yet to buy a mouse. I'm yet to buy a mouse for my laptop. I got a new one, which I don't have a mouse for yet. Hmm. I know I need to preserve my bishops. Just wondering which direction should I preserve them in. 3-3-3-3. This is fairly a drawish position. In which where is the sale going on, Manish? Which sale? Please let me know which sale. I looked at that and I was kind of hoping for him to play that. That's not a good move again. Or is it? I don't know. Botronic stored one. Yeah, I think I see a tactic here. Hold on for a second. Yeah, I guess this is correct. I'll check it. I'll check it. Bro, stop being controversial. What is being controversial? Contradictory, do you mean, or controversial actually? What controversial thing did I say that made you think so? And there you go. Beanie bag falls for the tactic. You meant contradicting. I felt that. I told you, bad endgame players. Most people suck at the endgame. They just think if they do forcing moves, they'll win. But it does not work that way. You need to get your pieces to good squares and then do forcing moves, and then you will win. Okay, they kind of did win with the forcing moves now. They found a solution. And I just don't want to calculate. I didn't want bishop a4 on a3 on my side. Um, um, Come on. Just give me a clean win for once. Okay, think. Bishop takes knight, bishop takes rook, bishop takes rook, rook takes back, king takes rook. Taking the knight wins. Taking the knight wins. Take bishop takes knight, bishop takes rook, bishop takes rook. And I am up a piece. Oh wait, did he end up giving a piece trying to save an exchange? Well, worse than my imagination. Okay, and now I can actually take here, right? But no, it's not worse than my imagination. I was three pieces here, and now I just take here. Yeah, I just take here. Makes sense. And I have the better. Yeah, he gave me an exchange in a different manner, and now I'll take my words back again. He played a better way. Like this is a different. It's easier to play with the other exchange where you're just an exchange up, clean exchange up. Now I have two pieces for a rook, which is not equally easy to win with, or at least I mean, if you please rook d1 here, that's like, okay, then he really needs endgame lessons. Okay, no, this is a good move. Good move. Good move. Actually, good move. Um, we need to improve something, anything. If I go knight h5 there, knight h5 pawn push, yeah, looks good for me. I wanted to play king e7, but then my bishop is pinned, which I don't really like so much. The imbalance of two pieces for a rook, I mean, it's usually said that the best way to do it is you bring the knight and the bishop near the king. Yes, Manish, hopefully I do. Yes, Danish, position seems good. You basically target the king, and because knight and the bishop are going to be able to cover a few more squares than usual, that should give us a small advantage. And here I'm concerned with, yeah, your opponent's king. My bad, sorry. Your opponent's king. Bishop h3, is that a real threat? Is my question. Rook check, king goes in. But do I have a real threat? If I don't have a real threat, I like my bishop here. I need to think of something else, some other way of playing this position. Um, okay, I'll get my king here and then move it to f6, most likely. Or go this direction. Maybe this direction is favorable. What? I mean, but still, I am not. Bishop h3 feels like it's doing something, but I don't know it's actually doing something or not. I'm not sure if bishop h3 does actually something. And I needed my king to come out and only then play bishop h3, or else my king would be stuck on f8. Patience. Bishop h3, you're giving this check, but the king will just slide back. And what do we have? Maybe bishop takes pawn and, we have a fork there. Oh, we might have something. My bad. But still, I think I'll do this in a slower manner probably. Bye, 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 Manish. Thanks for coming today. I think today was probably the first time you were here. Thanks for being here. See you tomorrow. I plan on getting my 2K today. And I need to focus on this position. I plan on getting 2K, yes. If I win this, I'll get like 6, 7 points. So probably one more game if I win this. If I don't win this, I'll just stop. 'Cause don't, I mean, I won't be able to think properly after that. I'll just be ruminating this game too much. That looks wrong. That looks wrong. I don't know why, but that looks wrong. Rook b1. What you gonna play? But should I move my rook from that active square? I don't know. Takes. What are you gonna do? I don't see any move for you. So I might try this. Oh, wait, yeah, you can push the pawn because my bishop is king is pinned, yeah. Yeah, yeah, got that. Got that. Uh, but yeah, right. That's the better move, I think. I can just, yeah, B3, A3 is a weakening move for sure. One of them will fail. But A3, I think they have rook D3, they have F4, taking advantage of the pinned bishop. They have F4. Hmm. Either I get my king this side or get my king this side before playing rook D3. Or push my pawn and get my king to shelter. Hmm. Okay. I'll just play my king here for now. Anyways, they can't push either of those pawns. It's gonna be a little longer. This game is gonna go longer. We got some sort of tactics, but not enough. Now if I go rook b2, rook trade. I mean, eventually you get to that position. Like you need to win with the bishop and knight against a rook. It is, but anytime the pawn pushes, I can go to f4. I should trade the rooks here. That's how this imbalance is supposed to be played. So let me do that. Probably I should have played rook ba, b1, and then traded my rooks there. That was a better way to play. It's not trapped. Why is it trapped? Come on. Where's the trap? Show me the trap. Okay, where are my weak keys? Not many. Push the pawn here. The rook can come back, yes. That's a problem. I should have played king e7 right now. I made a mistake. Made a mistake. Okay, I can play king e7 now. Thank you. The rook would get active now. Also need to get c4 in. If we get c4 in, this game is almost done. Any tactics? Tactics. Where are you, tactics? No tactics. Okay. C4. It'll be funny if his king comes too close and gets mated in a funny manner. Like, like with a weird knight check and he gets just mated because he came too close. Yeah, I will do that. I will do that. C4 was necessary. I'm securing a square for the knight. I'll go and sit there on d4. How is the game done almost up to c5? Because once my knight sits here, the only open file is blocked. Unless they open something else, that's a different story. First thing. And then there is no clear way of protecting this square. If you move it, I take, like hopefully my knight's not unprotected then. But also I can give a check and then take and then knight takes pawn. So once the knight comes here, this game is sort of sealed. Which is why I needed c4. I mean, it was not a hurry to play c4 though. They could not do anything either. But okay. The calculation I need to do is fairly less, which is why I'm a little happy. And if they push g4 anytime a knight comes to f4, which is why I played g5, so that I also have one more square on f4 anytime they play g5, g4 if they do. We need a lot of squares to make this work. Mhm. Okay, what's the idea? Don't seem like much. Also, I think after I go knight g7, which was my initial idea, they might push pawn here. That will weaken that square. But anyways, I can go here. Uh, or I can push this pawn forward. Also fine, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll first bring my knight back and then I'll think. Or I can even first push all my pawns on the queen side. Don't know. Brain not working. Okay. Go here, here. This square is taken away. I can also just push pawn, right? Yeah. Oh, thanks for creating the room. I can take here, but king. Okay, now first I'll give a king check. Knight check, sorry. They will get funny mated. I'm super confident on the funny mate now. Okay, not that confident. Uh, can I push the pawn front? Is that a good move? No, taking will open up a file. It should not be good. So I'll push the pawn front. All we need to do is make patient move people and we will. The bishop is blocked, but bishop will open up. And more importantly, I have one extra piece, no? I'll play with my knight, whereas they will have no piece to play with. The rook is dead. If any file opens up, they will benefit because the rook will get active on that file. I'll win, I'll win. I'll definitely win this one. Now I'm very confident I will win this one. I also took one more square, no? Another square for the knight. As long as the tactic gods, save me, I'll be good. Now he wants to push the pawn. He will get funny mated for sure. Unfortunately, the funny mate is not here. Like, if I could just, imagine this, the knight is still here and I get to push my pawn here, that's mate. Oh, it's not mate, king comes front. Never mind, I'm hallucinating. I bring my knight here, threaten a bishop check and win the rook, so he has to go back with his king. Oh, okay. Sigh of desperation. Hmm. Okay, Dhruva, where's the fortress? Now he should show me a fortress. And he kind of does have it, like it's not. Uh, I mean, all I need to do is get a pass pawn. Where's the pass pawn? I told you, right? People are bad at end games. That's a fact. It's a huge fact. They can't handle the slow pace of the game. They do whatever they do to, make it fast. ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಗ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. It's a slow game. He could have still played on, just held the position and seen what I could do, right? Never thinks he could try. He didn't want to be that passive, I guess. Now he'll resign in the next 5 moves. He will realize it's nothing and then he'll resign. Maybe. But I wanted him to get funny mated. He did not get funny mated. I was teaching at chess club yesterday to a group of kids in Hesargata. And they call checkmate as chicken mate. That was their word for checkmate. Because there was this kid, not everyone. The kid used to call chicken mate to checkmate, and he had many funny names for things. Okay, all I need is a pass pawn. Give me my pass pawn. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Na, 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 na. He'll run out of moves, you say, but how do I make him run out of moves? And anyways, do this. Shouldn't I? I can't take. Let me at least make a move. Let's see if he gets desperate again and takes. He might not take. He might not be that desperate. I need to do some magic trick. All his pawns are now dark squares, which is a small caveat to a fortress. There are fortress chances here, which makes me a little sad. H5 and H4. Um, I'll waste few moves and do that actually. Eventually I have to make a pawn break. I get that. It's still a slow game. It's not going to be easy, of course. Oh, I see an idea. I don't even need to get my king there. I can actually just sack the pawn because they can't come in. I'll also play this one move just to cover one dark square. One extra move there. Right. And now one move here. The whole point was that the king does not come to e5. I'm sort of done with that. Push the king back. I hope I'm not fumbling this up now. King goes back. Uh, Let me insert this in. Yeah, let me insert this and go back again. Okay. Now, from the game of patience, the king cannot really enter. I'm gonna make one more move here. Now I feel like I will have to take here. Feel like I need to take. Okay, I don't know. Wait. I'll go here first. I'll make one move and then think. Okay. I'll play my king here. Bishop here. Sorry. No, does not work. My king does not have entry squares, and that's a problem, yeah. Oh, wait. I was wrong. I do have an entry square. By the way, should have I traded the pawns early because I might end up creating a passed pawn? I'll just trade b5, sack pawn. No, that's too impatient. Hold on. I will. Just 1 second. Let me show. I look so confused. It's not that. It's that I got some kind of blister here, so I'm trying to somehow play with it from that time. So that's why I'm making those expressions. Kind of have a sense of what I need to do here. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I guess I should not have traded here. I should have pushed this pawn front so that eventually I have one more pawn weakness on a3. My bad. Because now I see this weird situation where they could possibly cause me some problems. Yeah, let him get a passer. We are cool with that. What's your plan? Arey, the plan is this. Okay, I'll tell you the plan. You what rebellion and all you're starting here. I'll tell you, my man. The plan is to get the king inside first. That's step one. Step one is to get the king inside. The bishop controls the passing square. We sack the bishop for the pawn. The king goes and hunts the other pawns. So we let them create a pass pawn, let it march forward, and then sack it. That's the point. That's the plan. It would have been more dramatic if I had done it in the game, but you did not let me do it in the game. If that works, of course, there's this big if. What is the chat advice? Where's the chat advice? Tell me what's the chat advice. You want to go b5? Sorry, you want to go h5? b5 sack is too much, bro. b5 sack and all is too much. You want to go h5? If I take king here. Okay, I'll just move my king here first.